There we are.
we
We are finally live. All right. It's another week of Chiropractic is Sexy. I'm Dr. Paula Ruffin.
I'm Dr. Erica Peabody. It got to the point where it was like when they say smile and then you're like, smile becomes less authentic. That's what was happening there. It was funny.
We look absolutely delirious. Like we're like, "Yee."
Yeah.
Can we get the show started? What
Right.
she means is we're waiting for the live to actually go live. So we're sitting
Yes.
here and it's like waiting, waiting, waiting. And we want to be smiling when we go live. So I hope that our smiles bring a bright spot to your day.
Yes.
We are having, just to talk a little bit about health issues, and then we're going to get into our topic today about once you go to a chiropractor, you have to go forever. We have a lot of struggle busing today here in Michigan. I think it's just appropriate to just do a quick mention. We have these wildfires that have descended upon us and some of the states around, giving Detroit, the Detroit area, the worst air quality in the world.
Which
So
is
it's
wild because we are not
bad.
like that. We're
Yeah.
not like that. When I woke up this morning, there's a little bit of fog too, but I couldn't even see across like my normal view. I couldn't even begin to see across my normal view. It's wild. So anyway, I'm realizing, so I have the little window units and I'm realizing how much filtration they actually offer because the rooms that are not, which is I have a kitchen right there, it smells like a campfire is burning in the kitchen. That's how intense it is. So we're all a little struggling, which is another thing I've been telling the patients. Um, it's like there's
No
some
problem.
things that we cannot control. There are some things that are just in our world. Not to say somebody couldn't be controlling them because it's so hard to know exactly what's going on. But what it does mean is we have to take even even better care of
Mm-hmm.
ourselves. And we can't be assaulted by our atmosphere and then continually assault ourselves by the stuff we put in our mouths, the water we're drinking and not drinking, the alcohol we're drinking and not drinking, and getting off. This woman this morning, she was like, I couldn't even do my walk this morning. I'm like, I get it. You can't do a walk outside. That does not mean that you cannot walk. Remember when you were 2 and you used to run around the island in the kitchen? Walk around your island.
Well, or even go to Lowe's, Home Depot. I've talked about that during the winters, going to big box stores, go to Walmart. There's plenty of square footage that you can go inside and it'll be better air quality than taking a walk outside. So,
Yep. I,
yeah, if you have a small house, go find a big box store.
yeah, my contractor just came from Home Depot. He said it's actually smoky inside of our Home Depot today, even.
Mm,
But I'm sure
okay.
the windows are open and closed, but at least there's some filtration going on inside of the building. So anyway, it's a little
Yeah.
struggly. My eyes are burning
Well,
to be
and I
honest.
think that's a good segue, is to make sure I actually just did a video, I didn't post it yet, but just talking about exactly that, is making sure you are staying true to all the things that we talk about. And today's myth, once you go to a chiropractor, you have to go forever. That is probably one of the biggest myths in chiropractic, because nobody holds a gun to your head to do that. And one of the biggest reasons that we talk about that in regular chiropractic care is because people feel so much better. It does optimize your nervous system. It is one of the tools that we use to enhance our lifestyles and optimize our body's ability for self-healing and self-regulating. So it really is apropos. And we're going to talk a little bit about a study today that came out that is in support of this. And of course, just saying, listen, we're not going to stand up here and say chiropractic cures everything. We just know that there is a benefit to being under chiropractic care. And the more optimized you can keep your nervous system, the better everything else in your life will function better. So why wouldn't you go forever?
Well, I think about it. I was thinking about this as I was reviewing what we're going to be talking about today, and I'm like, one day, my hopes is that people go to the chiropractor and have the understanding of what it's doing, like they go to the gym. You know, we've often used like the dental analogy, like once you get your teeth clean, you don't stop brushing your teeth, and I get that, but you only go to the dentist every 6 months for that teeth cleaning, or maybe every 4 months, or whatever you choose to do. but this is so much more like a gym membership. Like you would go to the gym 2 to 3 times a week, like choosing some sort of regular, whether it be once a week, twice a week, or once every other week, or, something like that, once every 3 weeks, or bare minimum once a month, is such an awesome way to think about it, more like the gym rather than the dentist. So,
Yeah, I have a patient that she's one of my almost original patients, has been coming to see me for almost 25 years. In fact, I believe I bought this practice in 2001, and I believe she was one of my first people. So she has been coming to me regularly since then. She comes every 2 weeks, and she's just recently had a flare up. And so she's been coming 3 times a week. And she's an avid gardener. She's like early 70s, I believe. She's an avid gardener. And it's the only thing that keeps her functioning so that she can continue to garden. But she also recognizes that if she's not here, her body doesn't feel the same. And when she does have a flare up, so that's the other thing, is just because you come regularly doesn't mean your body won't have a flare up every now and then. Mm-hmm. And so she had a flare up, and she's got sharp pain in her mid back. So she came in, and I'm like, okay, well, let's have a few extra visits. And then she comes in again today. And then I said, and today we'll decide how you're doing. And do we want to just go 1 week and then get her out to her 2 weeks? So it's not the cure all, but it is that, it's the buffer of like eating healthy all the time. It's the buffer of being able to go out and eat a piece of tiramisu, or what was that key lime cheesecake we had the other night, Dr. Erica? So good. But we have that buffer. We've created that buffer to be able to do that.
Well, okay. So I have this patient. She was just asking me this morning. So she is 37 weeks pregnant. She had her first baby 16 days early, or no, 8 days early, and the second baby 16 days early. So she's within her window of going to deliver this babe. And she said to me, how long do I have to wait after I give birth? And she's been in weekly. How long do I have to wait till after I give birth to come back in? And I said, just whenever you're ready to be touched again. Sometimes the birth process is a little oversensory, a little too much touch, a little too invasive, and usually, there's just a lot of touch going on. So I'm like, whenever you're ready to be touched again, that's our only limits, no matter how this baby gets born. And I said to her, because you've been under such regular care, your body and your nervous system on the other side of this birth is going to be like, oh, we're so used to this adjustment. I know how to regroup because of this adjustment. It's one of those things, like when you start to dig a deeper groove, like neurons that fire together, wire together, so much about the entire nervous system, because we're not just nerves that fire together, we're entire nervous system that wires together. So it's almost like that deep relief of something so familiar, a familiar feeling in your nervous system that will allow her body, not only her pelvis, allow her body to regroup faster because she's been so regular. So it's like when you leave the chiropractic office, and I feel this way when I get adjusted, it's like, I need a moment. Like my body is flowing with endorphins and serotonin, all the things that are healing chemicals. I need a minute for my body to regroup after that. And that feeling will be so helpful on the other side of her birth. But literally, once people start going regularly, it's not that you have to go forever and get addicted. It's like, I know that feeling of endorphins. I know what that feels like. And I know my body's going to be helped because of that feeling that you get.
Well, and there's a concept called muscle memory. And muscle memory is when, so it's just like riding a bike. That's what muscle memory is. But that's also nerve memory. So when we've trained the body to do certain things, so we'll just say riding a bike it not only requires coordination of muscles, but it requires a lot of brain power and a lot of coordination and balance in your nervous system. And so if you learned how to ride a bike and you didn't ride a bike for 5 years or 10 years, you can probably still get on a bike and ride it. That is because you have nerve memory and you have muscle memory. Your body remembers how to do those things. So when you've been under chiropractic care, and let's say you're like, I don't want to go regularly, and 3-6 months, maybe a year goes by, and then you start to realize, because this is typically what happens, is people start to realize that they did feel better under chiropractic care. And usually when you do that and you restart under chiropractic care, you actually will find an accelerated level of benefits if you haven't been in a while, because we're tapping back into the nerve memory. Your nervous system is going to remember, oh yeah, this is the direction we like to be in. This is what we need to be firing now. And so you'll notice that you'll start to get better faster than previously when you first came in.
Yes, that's such a great point. And I was thinking about that as you're learning a skill too. So as you're learning a skill, which I know you wake surfed yesterday for the first day, once you do that and then you sleep on it, the next day or whenever you try again, like your brain had a chance to be like, that was a lot of input. And then, okay, now I'm going to get this filing system going, importance of sleep, and then get this filing system going. And then you get out there the next time. So yes, it's called muscle memory, but it's so much nerve system wiring. It's over and above anything else. It's nerve system wiring. So anyway, I just noticed, like when I teach people to snowboard, or I've taught people to ski when I was much younger, it was like, let me sleep on this. And then the next day it's accelerated because the nerves had a little chance to pick up some new wiring.
Well, Dr. Erica said that I was out learning how to wake surf. Now, I have water skied, I have wakeboarded, I was never great at any of it, and I've been an athlete all my life. So I do have a certain level of neurological coordination. But yesterday, it is quite different. I didn't get up the first time. I didn't get up and fall down. Like, I actually got up for like 5 seconds and then went down. So I was kind of up. So it wasn't like I just bit it. But then I was like, okay, I got this. And then the next time I actually got up and I went for a little while. And it's definitely unique and different. We don't have to get into the concept of all of it. But then I think I rode probably 5 or 6 times over the course of the day. And the last time I rode, I was probably up for what felt like maybe 15 minutes. It was a significant amount of time for somebody who'd never done that. You guys, that is nervous system wiring. I have not been on water skis or a wakeboard, and I've never snowboarded. I did snow ski at 25 years. How do I know how to do that? How did my brain know how to do that yesterday? It's because I developed that level of coordination and my brain remembers it. So this concept of nerve memory is powerful. And when we can tap into it through chiropractic care and get your body moving to that self-healing, self-regulating, better balance, better coordination, better brain capacity, it is life-changing. So that's what people start to recognize when they're like, no, I want to go regularly. I don't have to go. I want to go.
Yeah. I have, I've been chatting a little bit about a mental health therapist that has been under care. She's never been under care before, gave her first adjustment. I guess it was probably a month ago, because she sits long hours and she had a situation that her low back will give out from time to time. And she normally chases it down with steroids or muscle relaxers or something. And anyway, she started under care and she's like, I don't know what that feeling is. And so today, she was in and she's like, I actually feel really great. But she was down on the table and there's like areas of so much built up inside of her system that it's like, yeah, you can feel really great. But once you get on the table, and people tell us this all the time, I was feeling great, but now that I'm on the table, or now that I'm in here, like, I didn't know that feeling or that spot was triggered like that. And you won't ever know unless you're getting checked regularly. But what happens is it just sits under the surface of symptoms. It's there, but it's sitting under the surface of symptoms. And then symptoms are one of the first things to go away. They're also the last thing to come. So it's like pile, 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 symptoms. Now we start to unstack this pile. Those symptoms are going to fall away first. And there's so much more work to do because it's been 30 years of sitting in that posture, tending to patients, taking on, whatever, also doing her own life. That's not only just, a posture thing, but, people working in factories, on lines, having to drive, do so much windshield time. If you're doing even an hour one way commute and then sitting at your desk for 8 hours or whatever you're doing, all of it builds up on us. And we don't have to wait for that symptom because that pile's being stacked. And it's just that final titration we've talked about over the last few weeks. We've now taken that layer off. I feel good, but there's so much more work to do. And if just staying regularly is the best investment into your health that I know of, only second to making sure you're getting your sleep. Like, I think sleep probably trumps the adjustment. Sleep will take you down really quick, but
yeah. Well, that concept of the layering and the titration is that, no symptoms are here
right
below the line and symptoms are here above the line.
Yes.
So where are you living? Are you here or are you here? And so from yesterday, I took 3 face plants. I have cleansed my brain with lake water, a feeling I do not miss. And Dr. Erica had asked me, she said, how do your legs feel? How do your arms feel? And I don't notice any stiffness in my arms or legs because my neck is killing me because of the face planting. And I don't think people really recognize when they have a slip, trip, fall, anything, or like just a sports thing or whatever. Like, this isn't just a muscle. Like, it feels like muscle. And if I were the average person, I would say it's just muscular. I just strained my muscles. No, I whiplashed my head and slammed it into a lake and then got the trauma of getting water up my nose. Like, no, this is a nervous system issue. And if I don't go get adjusted this week, it's going to turn into scar tissue. It's going to cause degeneration. Like, you cannot let a stiff neck just heal itself. And so do not wait for the pain to come. Obviously, I'm going to go get adjusted, but that's,
live with a chiropractor to have gotten adjusted between the time it happened and now, right?
I know. But yeah, that's why we go regularly, to be able to help us continue to do all of the fun things in life, to be able to plant I don't want to plant my face in water ever again, but I can't say it's not going to happen, but I want to be able to do those things and not have it be detrimental to me 10, 20 years from now.
Prior to that is just the fact that you're able to say yes. You're ready. You're nourished. You've been working out. You've been doing the things. You've got the energy. You've done the sleep. You're drinking the water. You're doing all the things that we talk about all the time. So when you get an invite, you can happily say yes and know that you're super capable, or whatever your capacity is on any given day, you're capable of saying yes. You get to go out and you get to learn something new. So my famous move lately, because I've been working on my 360, which is spinning the whole board on the wave and landing back on the wave. But there's what's called, so the wave's here, it's called a lip slide. So you bring the board up onto the lip for a second. So my famous move is a lip slide to a face plant. And that is what I keep doing. I've posted it so many times.
I've seen it. Yeah.
I'm not getting through it. And last Thursday night after work, when I did my face plant, I literally, the water in my temple hit where there was almost like a suctioning thing in my brain for sure. I was like, it was worth it as long as I come out of this and I'm fine tomorrow, hopefully. Good thing I have good chiropractic care on board, truly. But it really is a thing when you're getting hammered. But you also talked about doing 10 miles on your mountain bike before that, which is, you're reaching, these are moving, that's connected to your body, to your shoulders, to your brachial plexus sits right in that hole right there. Your neck's doing this, like you're doing all the things. And because you've eaten well, moved your body, slept well, drink your water, keep a positive mental attitude, and you're getting adjusted, that's how we get to say yes. It's amazing that,
Absolutely.
yeah, people think that their world is in this little phone, and your little phone leads to the cool new term of couch rotting. Go and live your life, but also just take care of your spine and have so much fun. Go do main character things in your life.
Yeah. We talked about that, where Dr. Eric and I talked offline about that, about just being able to do things like that, being able to say yes, and feeling so much gratitude for the fact that she and I have both built, we have spent a lifetime
Mhm.
committing to our health and our movement and our world inside of this body to create an environment that allows us to then go out and do those things. And we want that same thing for everybody. And as we get older, I'm realizing, I had mentioned this to her. I said, I don't have any female friends to mountain bike with.
Mhm.
And then she goes surfing, and she's only riding with male friends. And I'm like, where are the women? Where are the women? We need more badass women to be standing up and being able to be physically active and fit to do these things. So I said, I think that's, we've got to create a collective of people, get them started in a way so that it feels safe, but also feels fun, and they can start living with more joy and activity and play. When I was sharing this with Dr. Erica maybe a few weeks ago or so, about my mountain biking and how I feel when I'm on my mountain bike and I'm in nature, and how she feels when she's surfing. And it's like we're both childlike when we talk about it. And that childlike state, that childlike play is like, that is so crazy nourishing to our soul. And if you are not doing things that give you that childlike feeling, oh my gosh, go out and find something to do that makes you feel like play for
Yeah.
you, not playing with kids, not playing with your grandkids. That's exhausting. Go do something that feels childlike for you personally.
Actually, that childlike feeling is one of the greatest healing feelings on the planet. Like the chemistry that's flowing through the brain when it's your present time consciousness and all of that. That's really what it does for me, is just bring me to the present moment, because quite frankly, I better be paying attention. And that's how snowboarding is for me too. It's like, I better be paying attention. I'm gonna get myself in trouble. But I ask my patients all the time, are you going to go out and play now that you're done with work? Are you going to go out and play outside? They're like, what? I'm like, yeah, you should consider going and playing outside. And then I'll say, go for a walk, go lay in the grass, go hug a tree, something like that. And, yes, am I a hippie? Yes. Am I a tree hugger? Yes. All the things, but not like that. But like, these are where our healing comes from, is get yourself adjusted, get outside, go tend to the people that you love, get off your couch, turn off the TV. Like this lettuce diarrhea thing is like, of course there's a new parasite that they're talking about, because they also have, just wait 6 months. Just wait. I'm not even going to say it here because I don't want to get any shade put on our channel, but just wait. I bet they have something that's going to take care of the parasites now, which is, it's just take care of your health. Like, take care of your health. Of course, yeah, as I'm stuck on the toilet this morning, like, do I have lettuce diarrhea? This is really what I feel like. I'm so grateful that my body is so healthy that it's doing whatever it's doing with whatever it's doing it with. You know what I mean? Like, grateful to be digesting, grateful to be able to, capable. I am tired, but I know it has to do with super busy weekend, the smoke outside, and I'm going to get adjusted this afternoon, even though I've already been adjusted this week. So,
Well, and
yeah.
it makes me wonder too, like, okay, if the parasite isn't enough, let's blow some smoke in and then tell everybody to mask up and cause more fear. You
I
know,
know.
it's that level of fear. My patients are reaching out to me freaked the F out over this diarrhea worm. And it's crazy to me because the fear will make you sick. I don't know if you know this, but fear prevents the body from healing. So you have fear from cyclosporiasis, you have fear from the smoke, I can't breathe. The more fear that can be created in your outside world, the less opportunity your body has to heal itself because it's running from a tiger. That's all it's doing. Your body doesn't know, am I afraid to eat lettuce? I'm afraid to go to a restaurant. I'm afraid to go outside. Your body doesn't know it's not a saber-toothed tiger. Has no idea. It just knows it's afraid and it will shut down your healing capacity. So if you are out getting adjusted, that turns that part of the nervous system on so it can help you manage the things that you can't control. We can't control any of this, but manage all the things you can control. And when you get adjusted, your body will thank you great with great measure and give you all the things it needs to heal.
Yep. Do 3 things for yourself. Get adjusted, turn the TV off, and drink some water. 4 things. Go outside and play.
Yeah.
Seriously, like it's,
Mm-hmm.
it's
Mm-hmm.
fear is a placebo. So I have this amazing patient who I just absolutely adore. And I'm gonna just grab her age just because it's sitting right here. She is 78 years old. So she has been dealing with some GI upset stuff. So she ended up getting an ultrasound and a CT scan or whatever. And then from the GI upset came a cyst or something on the kidneys because it's in the same area as they're doing imaging. And so she's now, running this down and blah, blah, blah. And I just love her attitude because she's like, you know what? I'll just take care of it. I just like they found this thing. They want to do a little imaging. I would like to know. And also, she's like, I'm just going about my life right now. It's very difficult to do that. I understand because we have WebMD and we have all the things that you can Google and scare yourself to bejesus, the bejesus out of you, truly. And so I just have loved her attitude. She goes in for a kidney biopsy next Tuesday. I'm just curious, but the way she's approaching it is I will worry and I will be fearful when I actually need to be, and not in advance, and not for somebody else, and not for the what ifs, and not the chicken little stuff, the sky's falling. You just go about your life, and then we'll worry when we worry. I had another patient stop me. It was a lengthy discussion yesterday. She said, do you get colonoscopies? And I'm like, I love this question. I love it. This is me only. I told her so many times over and over, an egg and a sperm came together and made this entire thing by the innate intelligence that put those things together, created more cells and more cells. And then it just developed into this incredible thing that I get to call my body. I trust it. Does it mean that I won't ever go in for a colonoscopy? No. Does it mean that I'll go in for a colonoscopy regularly? 100% no. If I've got reason. So I had this guy in the day before. So we were talking, egg and sperm came together and made this body. I had a guy in yesterday, 55 years old, strong man. He works in a dealership. He's relatively fit. He's healthy. He's been under care with me for 20 years. His doc is sending him in today for a DEXA scan. That is a circus move. The circus. That a 55-year-old healthy man, I don't care what is going on. Unless there's symptoms, there's an endocrine disruptive disorder going on in the body. That's a circus
move. Is it
move.
for prevention? Why is he sending him in?
He has no idea, but he's going to go and do it. I said, well, you let me know what that says, because I'm actually really curious. He has zero, all the way around this whole screen, zero symptoms of anything whatsoever. And it's not that DEXA creates like this huge, assault to the body, but it's not without side effects. It's not without the systems that get you the readings. Like, that's not normal. But a 55-year-old healthy man going in for a DEXA scan is an absolute, it's a circus move. And I told him that straight up. I said, that's ridiculous. I get, you want a baseline for you. It's a man. Like, what? Do some logic. Anyway, I had a heyday with that conversation. I had a really good time with the one and a heyday with the other one. And I'm like, well, how it goes.
Okay. Well, and keep in mind that when people get any testing, so colonoscopy, mammogram, and I'm not saying if you guys want to go, you go.
Right.
Dr. Eric and I have very different philosophies on this.
Yeah.
And like, I had a patient that just went for a colonoscopy, an almost 60-year-old man, and they were like, you're fine, come back in 10 years. You guys, that's not prevention. That is not prevention. Prevention is not shoving a tube up your butt or smashing your boob in a machine and then telling you you're fine, come back in 2, 3, 5, 10 years. That is not prevention. Mm-hmm. That is a snapshot of a moment that says, you don't have cancer, you're fine, keep going on with your crappy lifestyle.
Right.
When you come to us and when you're here regularly, we see things. We know we're impacting your nervous system, but we're gonna look at you and go, you've got dark circles under your eyes. Did you get enough sleep last night? Your skin is really dry. Did you drink enough water? We are helping you with prevention 1,000 times more than any tube up your butt or boob smashed in a machine, like, period. So if you want prevention, you come to us, you come regularly. We will see things before they get revealed, before those tests will show cancer. Mm-hmm. We want to keep you from getting that. They don't care about keeping you. They just care about informing you. Do you have it or not in the moment? That is not prevention.
No, it's not. And, as we look at this and the adjustment, every time that we adjust you, we are literally giving nervous system impulse and input that says you're safe. And I don't know if there's another more healing word, phrase, concept, or energy than you're safe. There's nothing more powerful and healing than as we look back into our world, right? And we were young and we were stressed out, or there was something that felt whatever it felt in a big way. Our parents would come to us and say, you're safe. You're safe. Take a breath. You're safe. You're safe. Take a breath. Mm-hmm. You're safe. Here's a glass of water. Get some rest. Go for a walk. Like, it's all this stuff that we're constantly saying, you're safe. But the adjustment itself says you're safe. You're safe to relax. Your body's safe to relax. You can go into healing mode. You can spend more time on your healing, your rest and digest, your feed and breed, and get out of the fight or flight mode that the world tells us to do, and turn your TV off. I come through that screen and turn it off for you. It's so bad right now. It's so
it
bad.
Really
it's worse by the day. It's so bad. And so sometimes I'll be somewhere, my parents' house, a family member's house, or whatever, and it's on, and it's like catches my attention because I'm never around it, catches my attention, and then it just starts feeding the brain ideas, feeding it ideas.
All the negativity. So the next time someone says they see a chiropractor, and the next time someone else around you says, oh, once you go to a and they make it a declaration, it's not I heard. And then the next time they say, oh, once you go to a chiropractor, you have to go forever. Just say, you know what, Dr. Erica and Dr. Paula said, that when your nervous system feels safe, it will heal. And I want better capacity for myself. So that's why I go regularly. Oh, and by the way, they're not forcing me. I'm going because I know I feel amazing, and you should too. And another way to make your nervous system top notch, besides going to the chiropractor, you want to let them know this one, Erica?
Oh, thumbs up button. Subscribe and share. You're going to be the healthiest ever. So eat well, move well, think well. Drink your water, get your rest, get adjusted. Thumbs up, subscribe, and share. Now we've got time.
Yeah, right. I mean, that goes right along with all the lifestyle things. So, Nancy Conquisti, if I'm saying that right, thank you for being here. I had a cardiologist once who, when I asked when he wanted to see me again, he said, your insurance pays for everything months. I'll see. We don't operate like that. That's the thing. When somebody says, I only have 12 visits, we're like, yeah, you're going to need 40.
Yes.
We don't operate. Your insurance does not care about keeping you healthy. So it's a great statement. Thank you for sharing that. Because if you are a smart human, you will also recognize that your insurance company is not there. It's there for catastrophic. It's not to actually make you healthy, which is interesting that they'll pay for like one colonoscopy and then one mammogram or whatever they pay for all of that stuff. But then if you do get diagnosed with cancer, they pay for all that too. But they don't want to pay $50 for a chiropractic visit regularly, whatever. And Nancy says, and that was the last visit with him. Yeah, I don't blame you. So thanks for being here. New to the channel, new friend of the channel. T.O. Mimo was here earlier. Mad Dog was here earlier. Great to see some new and old faces. Not old, but okay. Lily says some prioritize their daily specialty coffee over health and wonder why health is declining. I had 2 women recently tell me, well, over the past several months, keep saying they can't afford chiropractic care. They both need it really bad between stress and anxiety and their health. Yet, just recently found out that they're both getting Botox and some other sort of, lip filler, laser hair removal and Botox. I'm like, you're spending your money on that before you work on what's going on the inside? You can't do that. Nancy, yes, baby. Hey, everyone, hit that like button, show some love. You're the best. Thanks for being here. So anyway, prioritize yourself. Yes, prioritize yourself, prioritize chiropractic, prioritize your nervous system. Your body will thank you for it. Anything else you want to add?
Prioritize, like, subscribe, share.
Yes. All right, you guys. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for contributing your comments, and make sure you share this with everybody. We will see you on the next one. Okay.